Hey Mikey, well the cricket is back, and normally I'd be absolutely over the moon about that because as you've probably gathered I tend to like the sport, but I'm a bit in two minds about this one. There just seems to be so much cricket on and so much pointless cricket these days, and Australia is on a tour of India that no one in Australia even seems to be aware of, but India's where the money is, and the Australian Cricket Board will be making a hell of a lot of money on this tour. Anyway, we'll get to more of my concerns about the tour later, because before the first match last night, as I sent to you in the SMS, an amazing development in the world of cricket. Sachin Tendulkar has announced that he's retiring next month. He is even more famous than the one player that you used to know, Shane Warne, or Shane Ward as you used to call him. He is beloved of a nation of 1.2 billion people. He's been playing at an amazingly high standard in international cricket since way back in 1989 when I was 12 years of age, and he's now 40 or thereabouts, and it really is sorry to see him go, but I think it is the right time. He's going to retire with a record of having scored more runs than anyone in everything, and truly one of the all-time greats of the game. To the match itself, well, it was one of these 2020 affairs where both sides just belt the ball everywhere, and again it just made me feel my age a little bit. I seem to remember very vividly in the 1980s watching 50 over matches, that's 2.5 times as long, where Australia would bat and they'd slowly accumulate runs, and then towards the end of the 50 overs they'd smash the ball everywhere and get to around about 200, and everyone would say, oh, it's going to be a pretty competitive total. 200, that's going to be pretty good. Well, last night Australia, off their 20 overs, belted the ball to all parts and scored 201. Aaron Finch played amazingly for 80 odd. Nick Maddinson, a guy who I'd barely even heard of, played really well as well, and he looks like he's a player for the future. But just to show you the nature of the modern game, India scored the runs with 2 balls to go. Yuvraj Singh played magnificently. India looked like they were gone, but he hit a couple of sixes and got the momentum going, and in quite a close and actually really exciting game, India got the money in the only 2020 that will be played. And after this, we move on to the 50 over games, the one-day internationals. I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.